decided to stop because I felt like I was like dying. My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. Like, people don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary. I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills and smoking a blunt and starting my day. You know, so it just got scary. I basically said to myself, oh my God, if you're real, you get me through this.
Sean Diddy Combs is currently involved in a big controversy in Hollywood. Recently, some old videos of him with Justin Bieber have appeared online again, leading to accusations about possible sexual misconduct and drug use. At the same time, authorities have searched his homes in Miami and Los Angeles as part of an investigation into sex trafficking. Reggie Wright has also shared his opinion, saying he believes Diddy had a harmful influence on both Justin Bieber and Usher.
I believe that they see these spark potentials in them, and and a parent will do anything to blow their kids up. Aaliyah's mother settled for publishing rights for allowing R. Kelly to do what he did to Aaliyah. Janet Jackson family did it with the guy from can't think of his name right now, but I think it was the group called Shalamore or something like that. Did it with their family. She got her sister raising a kid thinking that she's the mama. I'll get too deep for y'all. But those situations has been happening, or if it does happen to my kid, at least we'll be rich. And that's what happens sometimes with the guys, and you don't know. But there's some good situations out there that has happened as well with kids. In my mind, you know, the Bow Wow situation. Bow Wow was never a victim around Death Row. Snoop or Suge, and none of them ever messed with with Bow Wow while he was a kid growing up trying to be in the business. We haven't heard any situations like that with Brandy, to my knowledge. She was a young kid, but they're even though Brandy mama was always, you know, in her life and all of that. But my point is, people allow them to be around people for that opportunity to blow up. Look at the girl, which is funny. Even though we can't believe a word she says, your favorite girl, that chick that you think is so fine, that was with Aaron Hall. What's her name? Gloria something?
Oh, Gloria Velez?
Yeah, she calling out your boy G. She been calling him out, talking about he lying. But you know, so there's situations like that happened a lot back in the 90s, and you know, even until today in my situation. I mean, in my opinion. But I couldn't do it. I would have to be around my child every day. But people has done it, and it's all behind that dollar bill, y'all. That dollar bill, that greed. And
Diane Wallace shared an old video showing a young Justin Bieber dancing with Sean Diddy Combs and the Game at what looked like a music event. In the clip, Diddy appears to give Bieber a bottle of alcohol, even though reports say Bieber may have been under 18 at the time. Some commentators, including Gondal, have noted that Diddy seems to pat Bieber on the chest several times, as if checking him, and tells him to stay away. This reportedly happened when Bieber was still young and being guided in the industry, including mentorship from Usher.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't fucking drink. I smoke, nigga. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that. And then I heard some hollering and struggling, like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all that shit because I was like, this nigga Diddy bitch. So I'm finna put the squeeze on and give me a couple dollars and just say, you know what I'm saying? There's nobody believed that was really Diddy beating Meek back in. But now y'all motherfuckers believe the video, right? Right? Somebody throw me a couple dollars.
You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 55. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down, you gotta, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
Not ready. Slow down. Let's slow down,
Okay.
Josh. Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. Amazing. So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
Wherever you want to go.
Check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
Man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Federal agents recently searched 2 homes owned by Sean Diddy Combs, one in Miami and another in Los Angeles, as part of an investigation into possible sex trafficking. Over the years, several people, including women and at least one man, have accused him of trafficking, abuse, and assault. He has denied all of these claims, some of which go back decades, but the situation continues to draw attention as more details and past allegations come up. One notable case involved Cassie Ventura, who filed a lawsuit in November accusing Diddy of long-term abuse. The case was settled the very next day on what were described as amicable terms. However, because of her long history with him, some people still question whether the matter was truly resolved.
Do you think he has a mole or an informant in his camp that's cooperating?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Listen, bro. Just doing law enforcement myself, just take for instance. I think the individual was a Syracuse former basketball player named Jason Barnes or Beard or something like that. He already had drug charges against him. The day Diddy house get raided, they catch him getting on a plane and they put him into custody. Didn't that sound a little weird? People didn't catch that. They either put him in custody for to make a witness out of him or to safeguard him and protect him for anything that could happen to him, because they had already stated, allegedly, that he was some kind of mule for the people over there at Diddy's house. So now, with that information, that he was already known by the government for drug charges, wouldn't that be an individual that you use? I'm going to give you something different. And I'm going to give you something else that people don't even think. On the other day, I seen on the video that Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up. And he started tapping him as if he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device on. Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber? And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness. Right?
Yep.
What he has just done that is against the law?
Nothing that we seen.
Tampering with a federal witness. If they have already talked to Justin Bieber prior to him doing that, he goes and look like he's searching him. It appears that he's asking Justin Bieber, yo, you got a wire on something like that? Like, you're tampering with a federal witness. That's a charge right there that can land him in jail. Reckless. That was real reckless.
Man, it's gonna be kind of crazy to see everything unfold, man.
All of this left Justin in a dark place.
First time I smoked weed was in my backyard here. Got super stoned, and then I realized I liked weed a lot. That's when my desire to smoke weed started, and then I started smoking weed for a while. And then started getting really dependent on it, and that's when I realized that I had to stop. I don't think it's bad, I just think for me it can be a dependency. But yeah, first time I smoked weed, I don't suggest this, but I was 13. Yeah, 13, 12 or 13.
Not sure what I was doing before you. I quit trying to figure it out.
Was there anything that really concerned me? Yeah, I think maybe the lean when he was drinking that. Can I say that?
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. I was just young, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do, just normal growing up things. But my experience was in front of cameras and I had a different level of...
I think when you take somebody very, very young and they start to get horrible, crazy, crippling anxiety and it goes undiagnosed and you don't know what it is that you're feeling, you start to self-medicate because it makes you feel better. Just help you not to feel anything.
With all the success that we've had, we've also had some really turbulent times. When he turned 18, it started bubbling a little bit. 19, what was it, 21? That was probably that dark period.
We didn't speak a lot during some of the times where he was running amok. There were a few times where I saw him and it just kind of hurt my heart seeing him the way he was, So I think I just kind of put a little distance with that for my own sake. It would just go without saying that my position on maybe the path he was going down, but at the same time, just letting him live his life and learn and, I don't know, just do his thing.
I know that Justin knows a good person from I don't even know if anyone was a bad person. It was just kids mostly, but knows good from bad and knows right from wrong. And he's making some wrong decisions, but I never really believed that.
After the allegations surfaced, Sean Diddy Combs stepped down from his position as head of Revolt. His reality show on Hulu was also removed. Since then, public support for him has dropped, and many people are now reluctant to speak in his defense.
He should have enough money to
He
check.
put the boots to that girl. She's supposed to be a good bitch. No matter who she with. All the time he putting a groom in her. Of course he thought it was still gonna work. He thinks he's God.
Alright.
Ain't doing shit. Raped the fuck out of that bitch, put the boots to her last time I seen her. Her and her trainer, boyfriend, husband. I don't get no.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people,
Yeah.
blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes that is that him? Or is that
Shout out to Wendy Williams, the first woman to uncover the homo thugs. That's what these down low bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug. She talking about Diddy.
And then what's the stuff that's happening to Wendy Williams? You think this is all connection to?
Of course. They've been waiting. He's been waiting. He was waiting for Kim. Remember? He was waiting. The casket was ready. She was literally casket ready.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nikki put that out there. That Nikki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on me. She just wasn't going to tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Yeah, he said like I was standing
somebody
outside the
that
door.
got paid.
Yeah.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
The images are there.
Diddy 5. Hashtag no Diddy.
Hashtag no Diddy. Do you have any views on Usher? Because a lot of things have come back to where
Usher.
they talk about his.
Usher, I'm tired of Usher.
Oh, okay.
Goofy bitch.
No.
Got your asshole ripped open and the only thing it inspired was loyalty. They ripped your ass open. Gene didn't say it. He said, check the records at the hospital. I'm saying it. You got your ripped open. Then you take Justin Bieber from Lily White, Canada, and take him to the flavor of Fuck Off, the Kitty edition. Get his ripped open.
Now you said no Diddy, but it seems like there is Lil Rod has come out who he produced the Love album, and it seems like he has recordings, pictures of a whole year and a half.
Smart guy.
Year and a half with Diddy, not getting paid to where he's
Smart
like.
guy.
It seems like you can't say no to Diddy the way he's putting it out. Like there's a lot of people like, why did he say no?
Yeah, that you don't go.
Yes.
You don't go. Well, why go? They gonna drug you.
Lace, yeah.
You gonna ask for a glass of water, it's gonna be laced with that Tootsie. Let the good times roll. Like if I knew that there's a possibility that I might get raped and drugged if I go to this party, and I go anyway.
In another serious allegation made in December, a woman identified as Jane Doe accused Sean, Diddy, Combs of assaulting her when she was 17 in 2003. She claims that she and 2 other women were drugged and attacked at his studio in New York. According to the complaint, she was flown from Michigan to New York on a private jet as part of what she described as a trafficking operation. Douglas Wigdor, who represents both Cassie Ventura and the Jane Doe accuser, said they hope this leads to accountability and that they will continue supporting law enforcement. Meanwhile, earlier claims made by Gina Hunt had not received much attention until recently.
This lawsuit, man, this lawsuit is crazy, man. She alleges that, Diddy, he made her hire and have sex with male prostitutes while he recorded it and masturbated. Lights, camera, action. he do it all. Yo, what you gonna say about that, bruh? You understand? He didn't want it to come back to him in a way. He hiring the people. He gonna put it all on her. Cause she knew what he liked. Cause she wasn't just hiring it for her. Don't get that effed up, Art. If you think that she was just hiring those male prostitutes for herself, nah. Bruh, I was in one of those exotic bookstores with him. I saw this dude pick up butt plugs. And that's the first time I ever seen some shit like that. And when I said, yo, my man, what you getting this for? He said, can I do my shopping by myself? And I said, yeah. And when I looked up there, it said butt plugs. I bust out laughing and went to the front door. I used to wait outside of Turkish baths for them. You know what they do in the Turkish baths? No, I don't. Oh, you don't? Okay. That's where a lot of gay men meet. And they all take hot baths together. To each his own though, bruh. But that's a lot of that these guys get into when they start having certain meetings with certain people and they meet them at the Turkish bath and they do their meetings and they meet their people in those type of situations where they're comfortable at. So they don't have to worry about their indiscretions coming out. You mean? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, twice, sometimes 3 times a week, me and the driver be outside. He'll run into the Turkish bath. Got that big ass tub at home, but you want to come? No, go ahead. She saw no way out other than doing what he told her to do. He had mentally controlled her. It's like a pimp. Diddy had pimp potential. He had her mind messed up where it controlled her. She felt no way out. She felt like if she walked out the door, he wasn't going to do the music no more. If she went somewhere or she ran and didn't want to do that, their relationship not only would have been over, he would have painted a picture that nobody else in the industry would have dealt with her. I seen it Wendy Williams. He said it when we was in Cali. When I come back to New York and that BITCH is on the radio. This is Wendy Williams, the hottest radio host in New York City. When she put out those pictures of the dude pulling his pants down and it looked like some gay act that was going on, he got on the phone. He said, let me tell you this. When I get back to New York City, if she's on the radio station, he's talking to a radio executive. He said the same thing to he said, nobody that I deal with, nobody that I know is going to do anything with y'all. No business at all. It ain't going to be no artist, no nothing. No. He's telling people that at a radio station. When we got back to New York City, Wendy Williams was in Philly at a new station.
Wow.
That's the power.
How you feel about all the people that's wondering why haven't any of Diddy big name friends came out to defend him?
Because either two things that I believe. Either they know some of the stuff is true, either they took part in some of the stuff that happened, or they scared that it may mess up their brand. See, nobody wants to be in contact with anybody that allegedly was sex trafficking. You see what the WWF did to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was one of those people that was called for sex trafficking. We don't hear a lot about it because he gave up the company, he did what he was supposed to do, and he became Ghost. But now, you see, they trying to do the same thing to Puffy. They trying to make him or hip-hop the face of sex trafficking like they was going to do to WWF at one time. There's people that know him. A lot of people that been in those parties and seen probably some unscrupulous shit that went down and was like, ooh, I was there. I hope they don't got me on tape. They feeling a certain way. So they're not going to speak on nothing until they've been approached with something. You got to realize when Homeland Security get their evidence together, they're going to send agents out. You understand? They might send an agent out to me. Yo, what do you know? What have you heard? What have you seen? What's been going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, did this happen when you was around him? Did this happen back in the day? That's what they're going to want to know. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to send investigators out. They're going to send people out for anybody that they can get some information from.
In February, a former director and cinematographer who worked with Sean, Diddy, Combs, Rodney, Lil Rod Jones, filed a lawsuit accusing him of drugging, sexual assault, and harassment. Jones says he lived with Combs from September 2022 to November 2023 while working on an album. He claims he was given drugs and later woke up feeling confused and unclothed in bed with Combs and two sex workers. He also says he experienced repeated unwanted contact and mistreatment. Jones further claims he collected many hours of audio and video that he says show illegal activities involving Combs, his staff, and guests, including drug use and inappropriate behavior at gatherings. If earlier claims made by Cassie Ventura are true, some believe these allegations could suggest a pattern of behavior over time.
October 2014.
Okay, so this was like what, a year after?
No, not a year, but because I met him in February and I got pregnant in October.
Oh, so the same year.
The same year.
Okay, and you mind telling me what happened with that pregnancy?
I told him, and he was like, "You're gonna get an abortion, right?" And then I was like, "I don't know. I don't know yet." And then he offered me $50,000 to get rid of it, but I turned it down because I just loved him, and I was like trying to prove that I wasn't the girl that wanted him for money. Okay. I just care about him, and I just wanted him to be nice to me. That's it. I was like,
I don't want your money. I just want you to be nice to me. Whether you decide to keep the baby or not.
Mm-hmm.
So would it be fair to say that he was an asshole about it? I mean, offering somebody $50,000 to abort a baby, whew, he must really want it gone bad.
I mean, in the beginning, like the first 3.5 years, he was, like the first 3-4 months, he was really nice. But then after that, he started being an asshole. So like on the other side, and he like grabbed my hair and like cussed me out, for doing that. He was like, why the fuck, can I cuss?
Yeah.
He was like, why the fuck you shaking his hand for, like, just saying stuff like that. I was like
a jealous rage.
Yeah, I was like, I was just saying happy birthday, nothing else. I think he thought I was trying to be sneaky behind his back, because I like reached over when he like leaned forward to talk to somebody else. So he thought I was trying to be sneaky.
And you were how old at this time?
I was 22, probably.
Wow. Okay.
And then he did this. So King Los was sitting in the back.
Okay.
And then when we got to the hotel, it got even worse. And he took one of my heels and tried to throw it at me, and then he like mushed my face and like really hard and made my nose bleed.
Wow.
And the only person that every time we get into like fights like that, the only person that ever helped me was D-Rock. Everyone else just kind of allowed it to happen and just